Alright guys, how you doing today? Welcome back to this YouTube channel, to this vlog guys. I'm back from Cuba, lessons learned. So, I can tell you officially, it's so good to be back to Canada. Even though I come from Ukraine and I value every moment being in Canada, there's lots of things that we people living in Canada, the longer we live, the more stuff we take for granted. The cleanness of the streets, the politeness of the people, the opportunities and the standard of living. Canada has really nice regulations for food, for products. I mean, people are not allowed to sell garbage food in the restaurants or in the streets. And of course, the beautiful yellow trees that are indicating that the winter is coming. It's also here, the sunshine. It's going to get real snowy soon, and I'm going to say, you know what, I wish I want to go to Cuba again, but no. Seriously, Canada is one of the best countries to live in, and it also gives you the opportunity to travel like that, going to those countries like Cuba. Now my co-workers recommended going to Mexico next. I don't know. I'm also going to US this year. I'm also going for an interview into US Embassy, so we'll find out how that goes. My wife went there today. She said it's crazy. They asked her to remove the shoes. You're not allowed to have coffee with you. You're not allowed to have any envelopes. You're not allowed to talk to anyone. I'm like, that's some kind of prison or something when you're going through that interview process in the embassy. I want to see it for myself, because from what my wife told me today, Nito, it's kind of freaking awkward on what she had to go through just to get through an interview. And they're so thorough. They want to know if you have a job. They just want to make sure you're not going to stay in US. And I don't know why, but it should be pretty clear that if you are a permanent resident in Canada, you're living in Canada, why the heck would you go and stay in US without a visa? Like, who would do that? Canada is an amazing country. If you have Canadian citizenship or permanent residence, there is no point of doing stupid decisions like that. It should be obvious to US Embassy. They should be given permission to go to US without visa if you have a permanent resident card, just like Cuba did it. For me to go to Cuba, well, of course you can't compare Cuba and US, right? Cuba is way more poor. And yeah, if you're from Ukraine, you have to get a visa. But if you have permanent residence card in Canada, that's another benefit of having PR card. Even if you have no citizenship, you can go to Costa Rica. You can go to Cuba, you can go to Peru. So many countries open up as you do research. With the permanent residence card, you can go to so many countries where you don't need a visa, and with Canadian passport, doors open even more widely for you. So I'm waiting for that moment when they're going to finally go through the process of application and I'm going to get my Canadian citizenship. I'm waiting for that moment, even if it means I have to give up my Ukrainian citizenship, because in Ukraine we are not allowed to have dual citizenship, which is very unfortunate. I don't know why Ukraine did it. Same thing for India. I don't know what my wife is going to do, because she has to give up her Indian citizenship if she gets her Canadian citizenship. So we'll have to do a research on that. I heard that you can still be like a resident of India even with citizenship. If you know anything about it, guys, make sure comment in the comments below. For Ukraine, I know personally that there is no legal punishment for having dual citizenship. It's not allowed, but there is no legally the country cannot, there is nothing in constitution, they cannot do anything to you in Ukraine if you have dual citizenship. Like, you're not allowed to, but there is no punishment for it. So people keep two citizenships and they just don't care, because government cannot do anything about it. For India, I have no idea. Make sure you do comment about that, guys. It's going to be helpful for everyone. It was also awesome seeing a person with his wife in the airport in Toronto that was watching this channel and decided to move to Canada, decided to move to Calgary. He and his wife are right now in Toronto. They're coming to Calgary soon. It's awesome that this channel helps you guys. I'm going to do more of vlog style. There are trucks backing up and beeping like all over the place. But it's so good to be back, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.
rushing through my body. I know that it is here to stay. It's like you're my personal Illuminati. I know that some might say that I am just a bad girl, but